Isn't it good? It's like amazing.
Hold on. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Mic check!
We're refreshing ourselves. Welcome back. She loves these drinks. We are going to continue on with our generations of goodness today.
Sweetness.
Goodness.
Sweetness.
Generation of goodness. We're going from Bundt cakes to Modjeskas. So I always
this butt?
Bundt. B-U-N-D-T. You made me lose track. We're working on Modjeskas today. If you are from Louisville, Kentucky, or even elsewhere, you might know what they are. I had them growing up as a kid. Granny made these as well from scratch. These originated in Louisville, Kentucky. Daddy. These originated in Louisville, Kentucky. Do you remember what the date was? 1880. The story behind it is a lady that made candy. I can't remember her name. You can look it up though. There was what was I saying? Oh, so she made these in honor of a Shakespearean actress whose last name was Modjeska. Modjeska, M-O-D-J-E-S-K-A. And it's marshmallow dipped in caramel. So I decided to give it a try because I know how to make marshmallows now, and I know how to make caramel. So Modjeska. Plus, like I said before, I don't like store-bought marshmallows. You can make them with that. But I always liked these marshmallows as a kid. I liked the texture of them. So now I realize that Granny made them from scratch, more than likely. Or she was just really good at tricking us. So we'll kind of quickly go through the process of making the marshmallows, making the caramel, and just see what happens. It's going to be an experiment. There might be some flops along the way when we get to actually the hand dipping part. And
it might be a disaster. You don't know.
I don't know. We'll see, right? All right. So let's get started. So here I've combined all of my ingredients for the marshmallows. You want to make sure you stir it all together real good to get all of the ingredients combined. And then you'll let it cook until it reaches the proper temperature. While the sugar is cooking, you'll put the gelatin and water in the mixing bowl to let it bloom. Once the sugar's done cooking, you'll put it along the side of the bowl. It cools it down a little bit so that the gelatin doesn't become scorched, and put the mixer on slow. Then I beated it for about 6 minutes to 7 minutes until it doubled in size and got nice and fluffy like this marshmallow texture that you see here. After that, I've put it in a pan. We let it sit overnight. We plopped it out, and then we cut up the marshmallows into the size that we wanted. Next up's the caramel. We just combine all of the ingredients, mix it up on low heat, and you want to stir continuously so that you don't get any like burnt pieces in the bottom of the pan. You let it cook to the temperature. I love the sizzle of the caramel. You can only imagine what it smells like right here. We do add salt to our caramel because it gives a perfect balance. So while I wait for the caramel to cool, what I'm doing here is I'm taking a plastic fork and I'm removing the 2 prongs from the middle. It just helps with dipping. It can be something that you do with any type of candy so that the bottom gets coated. Oh, there's Jazz. She decided to make an appearance. So what you just saw, the caramel was too hot. So right here, I let it cool down a little bit more so the marshmallows didn't completely melt and flatten out. here's another view. I just cover up the marshmallow, push it down a little bit. And then when I pick it up, I tap it and scrape off some of the caramel. There will be still some pooling of caramel around the marshmallow, but you'll see what I do with that later. Here's the first tray. You can see that the caramel was a little too hot and the marshmallows flattened out a bit. So at this point, I'm experimenting on how to get these things off the wax paper. I thought I greased the wax paper enough, but clearly I did not. So I'm trying to cut it and then realize it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to have to go in, pull off the marshmallows and the caramel. So what I did was I took the extra caramel that was on the side and kind of pushed it around on the bottom to cover the bottom in case the marshmallow wasn't fully covered. And I keep doing that, and what I find is that when you do that, when you go back and pick up that Modjeska, the caramel becomes all one piece on the bottom because it molds so well. Here is the tray when I allowed the caramel to actually cool to 175 degrees versus rushing the process. You can see that the marshmallows aren't as flat. They're still sticking because I didn't grease it well enough, but they don't stick as bad because I tried to do a little bit more grease on this tray than the previous one. I also forgot to mention, after I dipped all of these marshmallows, I let them sit overnight, so I'm not doing this on the same day. So now that they're all finished, it's time to wrap the caramels with wax paper, like a little gift. So you would do it the same as you would wrapping a package. And there you have it, a finished and wrapped Modjeska. So, you saw some of the things I went through. Hand dipping is not easy. Some people wrap it, but I learned. You were in the background doing that. I played with some temperatures. I found out you got to be patient. You got to let the caramel cool before you put marshmallows in there, which I thought they might melt a little bit, but I didn't want. I didn't want to be patient, and then I realized I had to be patient. You also need to clearly grease your surface if you're putting them on wax paper really well. So grease the surface really good so that it's easier to pull off. You saw me kind of ripping them away and then folding the caramel underneath, which is fine because the caramel kind of molds together and becomes flat in the wax paper. Any excess caramel that I have, if I had greased my pans well enough, then I could have created just individual caramels to sell. So I'm going to keep perfecting this, and then hopefully we'll get it on the website to sell them.
Want to try them?
Yeah, you want to try them? Let's bring them forward. There's all of our wrapped caramels. There's more than that.
Yeah, there's more. It's behind the camera.
Okay, so
open it softly. Get out the
I want a small one because I'm sugared out. I'm tasting as I go. Isn't it good? It's like amazing. When I
tried it off the camera too.
Whenever I did it, if you let the caramel cool too much, it makes the caramel too thick on the marshmallow. I think it makes the ratio of caramel to marshmallow too much to where you can't even taste the marshmallow. So let's see.
Yeah, I can't taste the marshmallow.
Oh, I can taste it. Here.
Yeah, now I taste it.
So good. It melts in your mouth.
No, it doesn't.
Delicious. So,
Delicious.
we're going to keep perfecting these, and then whenever we talk with your mouth full.
When I said delicioso, if you're part Spanish, you will know it.
So, we're going to keep perfecting these, and then maybe we'll get them on the website to sell. or you can place orders for some if you'd like to try them out. We should be able to ship these. We're gonna have to figure that out. That's all. So if you're interested in ordering some, or interested in ordering a cake from us or cookies, she's working on her own little special cookie line.
Can I tell them?
No, not yet. You'll have to watch for that video. You can email us at melissa@sweetharmonyky.com.
Boo. Hold on. Mic check.